the first application we have under consideration is really just a request for an extension of time. That was for our old planning board, PB 20/02. This is a request for a third and final 1-year extension of time for Coastal Custom Builders, Block 32, lots 17 and 18, 803 and 811 Main Street. The applicant's requesting a third and final 1-year extension of time in order to resolve an outstanding issue pertaining to affordable housing as it relates to the project. The affordable housing issue is expected to be resolved shortly and is required in order to obtain resolution compliance and for the applicant to be able to move forward with the project. The applicant is represented by Thomas J. Hirsch, Esquire. And Mr. Psuik, you will be recusing yourself from this request.
Yes.
Please.
All right, Mr. Chair. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Thomas J. Hirsch representing Coastal Custom Builders. As Ms. Dicker has indicated, application, the letter application is filed. This is our request for the third 1-year extension that's permitted under municipal land use law, in the board's discretion. Obviously, the first two have been granted. The first one was more involved with COVID stuff, but the second one was related to the condition about affordable housing and whether we did have to supply it, we didn't, we had to make a contribution. So there was substantial dialogue and correspondence with Mr. Pichero, myself, Mr. Pichero handles that for the borough, and Ms. Beam, and eventually we came to a solution. So we submitted a proposal to Mr. Pichero, Ms. Beam, and July 26th, Mr. Pichero advised that discussed it with the governing body, and that Jennifer Beam and I have been authorized to draft an ordinance which would permit the new proposed development as we had outlined in our proposal. So finally, we've gotten to that issue because until we resolved that one resolution compliance, we couldn't, of course, move forward with approvals and permits. Right? So actually, if this approval goes through as we proposed it, we will in fact come back for another site plan. Although they're drafting an ordinance, it essentially will be without variances, but it will be the site plan to effectuate the affordable housing settlement. So this obviously is providing affordable housing units as part of this resolution. But because we don't know, these things have taken so long before and so many months, we wanted to make sure the current approval is still protected under the 1-year extension until this is actually, ordinance is adopted, and we're again maybe back in front of you for that site.
That was my question. Will it come back before us again? We don't know what's really going to change. I assume the footprint's going to remain the same. Everything that's presented originally. We just reconfiguring the inside, and which doesn't affect the council's giving approval plans.
So
Yeah, well, this
typically what happens, they adopt an ordinance
For him.
that's solely for
That lot.
That
lot.
John's project.
Mr. Hirsch has represented that they'll be coming back for that variance, but for this evening, they're entitled to the municipal land use law for one more extension.
Yeah, for the
Yep.
original,
Yep.
until we get that one resolved, and then we're home free.
There's no public comment. So take a motion to grant extension. Second.
It's 1 year.
1 year.
Who's my second?
1 year from the expiration of the last
Correct.
extension.
Mr. Maynard? I think I thought it was you.
It'll be through September 23rd, 2025.
Seems fun.
Okay. Mr. Maynard?
Yes.
Ms. Saracine?
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez?
Yes.
Ms. Riley Iordi?
Yes.
Mr. Marco?
Yes.
Ms. Brunel?
Yes.
Ms. Boca?
Yes.
And Chair Mayor?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm usually not this brief.
It's kind of refreshing. It's kind of refreshing.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good
It went
night.
well, see, you gotta remember it, gotta remember it.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
application under consideration this evening is LUB 23/26. Use in bulk variances for the removal of an existing rear one-story dwelling and construction of a garage with apartment. Brian Downey, block 60, lot 3, 619 4th Avenue. Applicants proposing to remove the existing one-story dwelling at the rear of the existing 2.5-story dwelling, as well as the construction of a new detached garage with apartment. The applicant is represented by Glenn Williams, Esquire. Ms. Saracine is recusing herself from this application due to her relationship with the applicant.